Hi Stratford, I'm Charlie Swarwood with Stratford District Council of Churches, and it's a real joy to be with you today. And I have a special guest, and it's Sue Melkert from Family Services Perth-Huron. And she's going to give us an overview of what Family Services does here in Stratford and surrounding area. So Sue, it is so good to have you here. It is a privilege for me to serve on your as a board of directors. And so I understand your heart. So will you take a few moments and share with Stratford just the overview of Family Services?
For sure, thank you. And thank you for having me here today, Charles.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, Family Services Perth-Huron is a not-for-profit charitable agency that has been in our community, serving our community over 50 years. Most of our services, we're all a little different because most of us have started out looking at what is needed at the grassroots level and developing our services from there. So for us, we provide a wide range of individual and family counseling, which encompasses a lot.
Yeah, it's a big umbrella. It really is.
Yeah, we have our violence against women services, seniors supports, caregiver supports, and individual counseling, some youth services, as well as a wide range of family support services that support individuals and adults who have developmental or mental health or a physical disability. So we have a family home program where people reside with families in the community, and we offer that support. We do advocacy, case management, and as well as quite a bit of respite services. One of our more better known services would be our Rotary Respite House, which is because it's very visible.
That's right.
And it's a partnership with the Rotary Respite Club, and we're very. It's a wonderful service that gives breaks to families over the weekend. Our more invisible services are where we support, I would say, almost 400 families going into their homes, providing breaks for them, or assisting with having those
That's
individuals.
overwhelming when I think about that kind of numbers.
Go out into the community and get involved in community participation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sue, one of the things that I really would like to just hear from you, the church community here in Stratford is quite vibrant and very interested in Stratford. And I'd like to ask you the question, how can the church community partner with Family Services? Right.
And thank you. Family Services is very much grounded in partnerships in our community. And
that's true.
And I think because we are community, and the one thing I love seeing is that often the people that have received a little help often say, "How can I help?" and give back. So it's just this wonderful circle in strengthening community. In terms of how could you help? There are a couple areas that I think over the last few years have really needed some focused attention. One of them being counseling and support for men's services.
Yes,
With the economy, inflation, people having lost businesses or employment. Really, there's been a lot of people losing hope.
Yeah.
And
that's a key right there. People losing hope.
And what we've noticed is many more calls from men reaching out, saying, "Is there some support for myself and or my family?" And which is wonderful that they're reaching out, because that traditionally maybe hasn't been as the case. So we do offer individual support, and we've been developing more men's groups, but they're not as funded maybe as other services. So that's where donations from the community would be really helpful.
So this is huge. So churches could actually make donations, and people from the churches, right?
Absolutely. Individuals, it's key to supporting the well-being of our neighbors, friends and neighbors in the community. So that is one way, because often we see our families going through situations and, we don't know, how can we help? But that is a simple,
Right.
yeah,
No,
simple.
this is important. That is a
Yeah.
huge need. Thank you for what you're doing there. How can we get in contact with Family Services?
Right.
Share some
Yeah,
information there.
for sure. We consider ourselves phone us. We have a warm line, 519-273-1020. And, we work alongside so many of our other community agencies. So if it's not a service we offer, we'll certainly, listen to what the need might be,
Sure.
and help direct that individual to another organization. There's a no wrong door approach. So
Like that. What about your website?
Yeah, so our website is www.familyservicesperthhuron.ca.
Okay. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
So they could call the telephone number, and we're going to have that information at the end of this this talk, so people will get a chance to look at that. So So thank you so much for what you are doing. Were you going to say one more thing?
I'd love to mention that another real need of the agency is in human resources recruitment right now. Okay. And we have a number of individuals that, if you happen to have a son or daughter or sisters, or even you're retired and you have some time where you might be interested in providing some support for an individual in our family support services. We do the training, we do the matching, and continued support. And it's often a wonderful way to create new relationships and, just get out in the community and maybe go to a hockey game. Go for
I like that idea, going to a hockey game. That's good. Go Warriors or go Leafs or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Sue, once again, how can we get in contact with Family Services?
Just give us a call, 519-273-1020.
Okay. Sue, listen, thank you so much. Thank you for what Family Services does in this community. And I just want you to know that from the faith community, that you're in our thoughts and in our prayers.
Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated.